Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little midday money on a Thursday. What do we got today? The 23rd of March. Winding down the madness. Apparently we got some Sweet 16 action going today. I don't know. Maybe we'll hand out a couple winners. Try to find a few winners, more like it. I do have NIT and CBI written here because I had them posted here in a couple days. Some family stuff going on, but we have a CBI and some NIT. Sorry about that. NIT is not till next week. I think, I kind of like. I gotta love the NIT with North Texas, Utah Valley, and UAB all in the Final Four there. And you got whiskey, but I mean, otherwise than that, if we could have pulled I guess, Liberty or a Central Florida would have been nice to see out of there. Actually, I thought Oregon would come out of that bracket. But yeah, nicey. Probably gonna see the pickups here, and I'll probably be looking to go UAB and North Texas. Probably North Texas under as well. Anyway, let's get to a recap. Again, this is the from. It's been a bit since I've done a show. Yesterday there was no shows yesterday, but we had the NIT and CBI posted there. Charlotte loser by a half. Yes, 45-92 with those half pointers. Utah Valley outright. Or no, Utah Valley with the cover, right? Yeah, that's an outright win. North Texas outright, and we lost Oregon. 2-2, 263 and 279 with our college hoops. Not good, and it's not going to be a winning basketball season for college hoops here this season. We had it last year. We had the year before. This time, not so much. Sometimes it happens. Let me. I'll put the free picks scrolling. The free picks are scrolling, and on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, the free picks are up as well. NHL. We got NHL today. 26-33. We're plus $4 in the video here with our hockey. So hockey-wise, Toronto plus 105. Wings, puck line 180. Flames minus 140. You know what? I mentioned the college basketball. I didn't even give a rundown for Sweet 16. Although it hasn't changed since Monday with the Sweet 16. UConn minus 4, San Diego State plus 7, Texas minus 4, Princeton plus 10. Tennessee under 131.5, Miami plus 7. Hasn't changed. They've been up here posted. Here, Twitter, YouTube, all the podcasts. You can find them. NBA, we got some NBA. 37-46 in our NBA. Down 11 honey. But we have the Magic minus 3 and OKC plus 4.5 there with our Thursday night NBA. Anyway, so there is the recap and rundown for today. And let's get into some chats here. Everybody's doing. Miz is in the house like a Michigan State over K-State. Again, coin flip game for me. Could go either way. UConn, I like the UConn team. We're a Husky backers here. First one in the chat. You see it right there. UConn. Yes, sirree. Minus the 4. So we'll get it. And we got a little mix of dogs and faves in the pick'em today. We'll see how we do there. UConn over to 140. Don't hate it. Euclid. You like the under 145. I could get behind that. They're missing some guys. They play some defense. Gonzaga, I've seen them sometimes not score. As much as they rolled out some 90s here and there, and I like the over in a few of their games. Have they gotten there? No, they haven't. And we've seen a lot of unders in this tournament as well. So I don't hate that, Miss. Tate the Great's in the house. What do you say? Welcome. K-State. Here we go. We got a K-State guy. We got Riz comes right off the bat with a Michigan State. Tate the Great, as a Michigan lover, is against the Sparty. Zags it over. UConn minus 4. I kind of like the Zags, although UCLA. I mean, I can understand the UCLA love. Are they being down guys is that gonna catch up with them? That's my concern. That is my concern there. And I do like UConn. I bet UConn. Tater Gate says over in UConn. Under Tennessee. Under Tennessee already bet. The UConn is what, a 139 now? When I wrote down, where is their number for UConn? It's a 139.5. So not much movement there from the opening line. T-Money's in the house. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Brandon's here, like K-State today. Better guard play. Yeah. I mean, and you saw it kind of step up against Kentucky as well. So that team just kind of wins. The flip side is that the Izzo factor. That guy, talk about just teams that come in and win all the time. I mean, wow. T-Money, not much meat on the bone today, he says. Like a little FAU money line and K-State. Small dog to make some change. Get Florida Atlantic falls short, but they should be able to finish the job close. I kind of like FAU today. I mean, I understand the FAU love. It's Tennessee is a team. We've seen them play ugly ball. FAU plays a little defense themselves. I don't hate it. You're getting, what, 5 points here? Yeah. True Allah's here. Good morning. FAU first half, under 6.5. I agree. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I got it for the entire game. I mean, it's a 60 for the first half. It's a 130 for the game. It tells you all you need to know. I think it's to be a low-scoring affair there. So, yeah. Let me find. So, how about real fast before I pull up some other things here? How about Otani was striking out Trout? I'm honestly shocked that we had USA in there because I thought any of the other teams, DR, Puerto Rican, Venezuelan, Mexican, they had enough MLB type talent to kind of put a scare in another team. Like we've seen sometimes baseball, right? You get some upsets here and there. It happens. But man, we're a week away from Major League Baseball. Can't beat it. Jesse Schul says, I want to ride the under trend. You better move fast. Those numbers move. Yeah. Yes, they are. And as I'm hooked up on my chair here. Like the unders for this, with Jess, it's you saw the whole tournament. It's just been an under tournament the entire time, which is, you got to bet them out of the gate and see where it goes. Although the second halves of games have been more overs, from what I'm seeing. Michael's in the house. Hit the like button for you, my guy Tim. No Tim today. I don't know where Tim's at. I don't know. He's probably celebrating his big World Baseball Classic win. I don't know. But yeah, let's pull up some more banners. So we got Michigan State, K-State here. Again, coin flip. We can make why I like Michigan State, why I like K-State. Arkansas, UConn. UConn for me with where I want to be in this game. Here's the total. Down to 120. Well, this is when I loaded these up on Tuesday. It was 129.5 with the Vols game. I bet it. I got a 131 when I put this in on Sunday. The lines. Sometimes, I'll get some comments on Twitter or messages like, "Oh, you get these fake lines." No, they're really not fake lines. They're just not lines that tip off because, we're not waiting. I'm definitely not waiting to game day or tip off to grab a game. I mean, I told you I got San Diego State at a 6.5 on. I think I pushed that Twitter on Sunday. Now it's up to 7 in some spots. Miami was 7.5, 7. It's sometimes you get good numbers, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they win, sometimes they don't. It is what it is with the lines here. And the Zags, I got a UCLA. Where is it? I have it in here somewhere. Here you go. Houston, UCLA, Baylor. These were my 3 back in February that I bet on. And it's tough to go. Again, this was before UCLA guy got hurt. I guess I got Houston still going for me. I'm alive there. But not looking good. San Diego State, again, we bet them. I got them again. 6.5 on the opener. I cut the due lines on Tuesday at 7.5. Bad number for me. Miami. This can be either a slugfest game that we've seen, right? We've seen these brawls with Houston. We've seen Houston pour it on. We've seen Miami score some points. I'm going to take the points, though. We got a lot of decent guard play there, Front court action. I'll take Miami. Princeton at the 10. Is this where Princeton gets trucked out? Like I faded Princeton in the opening round. I thought, second round, I'm like, all right, they had their big win. They're going to lose here. No, they win again, beat Missouri. I'm going to take the 10 like a sap, and I'm either going to be 0-3 with the Princeton team, or I'm going to grab a win here and be 1-2. Xavier, Texas, good matchup here. I just think Texas is a little more talented. Nice little story for them with the whole coach thing going on there. And here they are. Here they are. It's Maurice says, good afternoon. I got the Zags, Florida Atlantic, plus 5.5. Don't hate any of these. I don't hate it. I'll repeat myself. The UCLA, as much as I like them, I think those injuries are going to grab them eventually. I think Tennessee's either close or Tennessee blowout with the Miz. Yeah, you're playing Florida Atlantic. You're SEC Tennessee. You have nice wins under your belt. Either you're going to maul these guys to death and it's going to be 66-44, or it's going to be 60-56. Marco says, Marcos second 4 games. I did the Marcos minute, bro. Where you been? I already rolled it out. We did the Marcos minute. Not only the Marcos minute for 4 games today, I did the games for tomorrow as well. Go green and white. He likes a little Sparty action. Marcos Sparty party. Bill, I know like the under. Do you like FAU? I do lean that way with FAU in the points. I just didn't play it. I'm going to be shocked. Like I just said, would I be shocked Tennessee wins this by 20 in a 66-44, 66-50 kind of game? No. A big step up for FAU here. And they come in, and let's be honest, they stole the win versus Memphis. They were the bad guys versus Fairleigh Dickinson, right? They're like, normally the second round, that's a team people are cheering for. Here they are, they're like, people are booing them. So good win for them. It might not a cover, but a good comeback win. This is going to be a tough one. Tennessee's, up and down, but they're up and down. At least they're playing major kind of program kind of stuff. I think it's going to be I'm not going to be shocked if Tennessee covers this number. Believe it or not. They'll give me the under here. Zags over or the under? I would lean under here. Give me the under, Zags. Haven't bet it. I still might come in on it, though. UCLA, I'm always an under UCLA kind of guy. Came back, bit me in the butt the other day. Terrible. Tim said, I didn't expect the show today, driving to Greenville. Sparty, Tennessee, UConn, Zags. Yeah, no, I got to get back in it, Tim. I mean, there'll be days I got to take off coming up in April for a funeral. I'm flying back to Jersey. Those don't know, my father passed away on Tuesday. So no show yesterday. Tired. Long day Tuesday. My brother flew in. He got to see him before it happened. But now I try to keep things moving. There'll be time to be upset. Marcos coming in. Mississippi. Michigan State in the under. Again, I'll repeat for these 2 games. I can make arguments why I like Michigan State, why I like K-State. Under, though, I would probably be under, be a good choice. Kevin, what do you think about FU coach going to Iona? Will players follow him? Listen, the guy, as much as say, okay, you had one big win in the tournament. That's fine. That's all you really need to kind of catapult out of a small program to a big program. He came out of a Division II where he was like winning a lot. So I think people like kind of downplay, like he only had 1 year. Yeah, but before that, he was a pretty good coach. And I think Iona's a good spot to go. They've won before, and people like Patino, they won before Patino. So they kind of get good kids. This guy can obviously recruit or coach because he took listen, I'm from Jersey. FDU's nowhere near, some kind of decent basketball program. That's not where I'm going and thinking we're going to, come in and win NEC championships or stuff like that. And that's honestly, it's a great move for him. Now you're up into another high mid major, a program that always recruited kind of good kids. I think it's a win for Iona. People are gonna be like, Patino was there. That's people who are just getting into college basketball. That program's always been solid in a AA MAC. Big Dog, what do you got today? Arkansas for the upset, hometown love. The Arkansas team to me, you look at a lot of teams coming in down the stretch here You see a lot of like big win streaks, right? They might have like one loss last 9, less than. This Arkansas team comes in the tournament. I mean, they lost 4 or 5. Like, I mean, they end the year with 3 straight losses. They upend Auburn. They lose to A&M. It's like I look at them. I'm like, I just can't be convinced that they're a program that could upset UConn. I think UConn's. I mean, you got a couple. I'm not saying they don't got some wins. They won at Kentucky. They show they can win some games. All right, we're not gonna say that. They battled Baylor to the end. It's not high. We're terrible. But then you throw in like a game you lose to like LSU. I'll take the consistency of UConn to win it here, and not that I ever want to say let's take crazy kind of money lines. Although this isn't. I mean, this is a crazy for me kind of money line. It's like 190, whatever it is with Connecticut. Can I see this being a 3-point kind of close game? Sure, sure. I just think Connecticut on a whole as a season will be able to cover the number here. Marcos, you got the Flames beating the VK. Yeah, I got a little. Where's my for today? Minus the 140 against Vegas. Yes, we got some ice. We got some ice. Here's the banner. We'll bring up the banner today again. There you go. Wings, puck line, Flames, and Toronto Maple Leafs. Those are the picks. We got NBA and ice today. Jesse, I got to get out bed early. Watch that UCLA Gonzaga game. No bad, just want to watch. I think this will be a good game. I saw some people were like on Twitter, and a lot of people comment on Twitter. Thanks if you're one of the commenters there. Like bringing up the UCLA Gonzaga game from like the Adam Morrison game, that crazy ending there. I mean, wow, what a game that was. But I think it's gonna be a good game. I wish UCLA was totally healthy because I got the UCLA future, Jess. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Michael's showing up. What do you say, Michael? Maurice, UConn plus $9 win all. I like the bet. Worth a shot. Why wouldn't it be worth a shot taking UConn here? You got the Zags, who I think are as good as they are. They can be beaten. I mean, they've beaten. We talked about the non-conference schedule of Gonzaga. Nice wins, and you got nice losses. It's not like you losing a trash team. You play Texas, Alabama. You play good teams. Purdue. It's not like you played some nonsense squad. But UConn definitely a shot. Although a little tougher side because I think you got Houston, Texas up top. Even listen, Xavier goes on a run. We've seen them play good. I think that's a tougher side as opposed to the other side. I mean, granted, you have Alabama lurking, but the South side's that's a little more, or the East bracket there with Tennessee is a little more agreeable. T Money, how I see it, Memphis better overall than Tennessee. But Tennessee has a top 3 defense, but FAU you could argue is a top 3 overall team. Well, see, with the Memphis was a good team. I thought they were going to beat FAU. Nice little momentum. The ending of that game was terrible for them. And now you got FAU off of a game where they were cheered against, even though they're a huge fave. They weren't the public darling as much as they should be. Like today, they'll be the public darling. I think it's going to be a good game. I just think Tennessee might get them at the end. For me, though, under is the only way I'm going to come at this. We'll see how the game plays out. But now, Markel, so give us a condolences. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's tough. It's I've mentioned it before. I said my dad had pancreatic cancer back in 2014. He had the Whipple surgery, totally clean. Again, you get a year out of that. That's really good. You get years, 4, 5, 7, 9 years. I mean, that's stuff that should be in medical journals. So obviously, you don't think the day is going to come, Markel. It's going to be there. So it was tough seeing him at the end. His bounce had been bad. We've seen. I've had to take him to doctors a few times. I don't want my mom driving. Not that she can't drive. I just said I'll take you. I brought you down here. to help you guys. You're getting old. I don't mind. So his balance was going. He fell off his little tricycle bike and fell in the house. So we're like, okay, his balance going maybe till Parkinson's. Just don't ride the bike. Then a couple weeks ago, he fell in the garage. He was trying to take the garbage out. Mom's like, I'll get it. Of course, he's a stubborn old guy. Gets up, fell in the garage on the cement, broken nose, you know, black under his eyes go to the doctors because he's like in pain. He's like, hey, let's go. I'll go to the doctors, whatever, and go to take emergency room, and they're like, no, it's back. And then the doctor went there. When was it? Last week, Tuesday, Wednesday. That was it. Tuesday by Saturday, he couldn't get out of bed. Unbelievable. What are you gonna do? Had a great life. He's a good guy. Love him. I share a lot of information. New people in the show. I come in here every day, twice a day. I'm on a bunch of other channels doing stuff. You hear? I don't. I'm a real person. Like I say, we bet games, we lose games, we win games. Got kids. We go to track. We go to football. Whatever. Team Money. Good call, Utah Valley. Yes. I'm telling you, bro, Utah Valley's a tough little squad. Although the next matchup here against UAB, I think this game's probably gonna be like a pick 'em. Maybe UAB a small fave. I might have to lean to the Blazers a little bit though, Team Money. Michael, college basketball. Michigan State, lower seed favorite over higher seed. UConn, again, Michigan State, that is all I think based on the Izzo. But it's tough. And I can't blame that. But K-State just continues to kind of win games here. I mean, it's crazy. What a comeback. I mean, I thought I had Kentucky. I'm a little biased. I had Kentucky in that game. I thought, hey, this team could go on a run. Talented. Anytime I think got ahead a little bit, I'm thinking, here we go. Kentucky's going to get up here. It's going to be a nice 10-point game. Whatever. Nah, they come down and you talk about luck sometimes, right? You got to throw up a three, get it. A foul should be a regular foul, not a shooting foul. 2 points here. It's tough saying, well, let's go against that when things are going your way. It's like baseball, right? We have baseball, we have our streak bets, right? Hey, they've won 6 in a row. I'm going to go against them. What are you out of your mind? They lost, UConn against Arkansas. Arkansas lives in the paint. UConn top 20 defending the paint. Yeah, I like UConn. I'm with you there, Michael. FDU plus 5.5. Rick Barnes 2-12. Well, it's not FDU. It's FAU. Barnes, yeah, he's terrible in the tournament. But I'm throwing out the ATS because a lot of these teams are probably big double-digit faves for him. Right? First, second round, Tennessee's a high seed. They're going to be a bigger kind of fave. So we'll take that with that. They're a higher, bigger point spread favorite. It's come down the sign from the 6 to a 5 or whatever it's at now. Right? What was this at? This was a 5.5. I don't know what it's at right now. Big Dog sending condolences. Appreciate it, my man. It's yeah. What are we gonna do, Big Dog? It's life, Michael, sorry about your dad being there. Thoughts, prayer. Appreciate it, Michael. I don't know if I just gave a lot of hearts out. I posted a picture of my dad on Twitter. I said, I'll miss you. I love you. My favorite Nomi. He had his old gnome chilling with my Nomi shirt on at Christmas. A lot of people messaged me, and I try, listen, whether through regular text or Instagram or Twitter, I try to get back, but it's I guess sometimes I think about it more. That's more times than others, I should say. Like now, do my show. I'll go see my mom after this. Yeah, she's doing. My brother flew back today. He came in. He made it in. I called him on Monday. It was a tough Monday, so I called him. I said, "Listen, you better call just to say hello to him. I don't know if it's gonna be a while." So he got lucky. He flew out Tuesday. He got in Tuesday night, and then it was later on in the evening, or the morning, whatever. He passed. So it was good that he saw him. But he flew out today. So I know mom's gonna have a tough day today and tomorrow with totally empty house. But she's around the block. She's 2 minutes away, so we see her often. It'll be tough for a little while. It'll be tough forever. Why wouldn't it be? Bill, lots of people on UConn makes me nervous. Here's the thing, Bill. And I said this when it comes to the Bulls, NFL playoffs, and we'll mention it here during tournament time. A lot of people are going to be on your team. You got 4 games today. You're going to have 2 games on Saturday. it dwindles down, whatever it's going to be, right? It's you can't, and that's the hardest thing as the sports betting's gotten legal and spread like wildfire. The old days, it was easy. Be like, to everybody's on that side, I'm going the other way. It was easy, because it was just talk and it was just a general consensus. And you always thought, at least I always thought I was smarter than the next guy. And if everybody's on one side, I'm going the other way. Well, you can't really do that today because the sheer number of people betting and there's a lot of money. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, everybody in Connecticut's betting on Connecticut. Everybody in Arkansas is betting Arkansas. Everybody in LA and California is betting UCLA today or whoever, whatever. Insert state and fan base. And it is what it is. We see this a lot during baseball season. College football, they put up those spreads. Oh, look at this. Everybody, it's 90% of the money's on Texas A&M today. Well, yeah. In another state, though, everybody's betting Mississippi against them. I mean, you can't. You got to. That's a thing now. I don't really worry about that. You can't. Super Bowl. Everybody likes the Chiefs today in the Super Bowl or the Eagle. Well, there's two teams to choose from. Somebody's going. It is what it's going to be. To most, think about being my family. I appreciate it, Tommy. Thank you very much. Just watch the video of Vegas Bookmakers saying again. They get crushed on the first 15 bad March Madness. Thoughts. So the first to 15s, we have that too in hockey, right? There's who scores the fastest kind of thing was a thing a couple years ago. Again, I'm not a first to 15 better. It's the same kind of thing with like Nerfies, your fees in baseball. I'm not first baskets. I guess, listen, it's who you like. I'm not, again, I really don't have much to say on it because it's not a bet I want to do. First to 15, my thinking is the same as if I'm taking a dog or a favorite. If I like the dog in a game, I'm betting them first to 15 because I want to get out to a hot start. If I'm betting a favorite, I want to blow out. I want this game 20-2 at the 18-minute mark. I want, 3 quick threes, a foul, a steal, and be up 9-2 in a minute and a half. I don't know. And those, okay, they might get crushed on those right now. They're winning on other things. These guys don't come up with bets that lose money. They're making a killing on same game parlays. Granted, you have the, straight up bets. Those guys are making money because the favorites are crazy record straight up, but they'll come back and get bit. Please, baseball's a week away. You're going to be laying 380 with the Dodgers over Colorado one day, and they're going to lose. Yeah, good luck with that when a Dodger team loses twice in a week, and you're 2-6 or 2-5. You're down money or whatever you are. 2-4 down money. I don't do those. No, thank you. No first to 15 bets. Michael, how about Georgetown getting a Cooley? So we talked about that, him going there and Patino to St. John's. It's the St. John's. Are you getting no money? I don't understand how they've just been terrible for so long. Patino's a big name. Maybe, and I'm not saying as like a son, does he want to follow in his dad's footsteps and be like, you know what? I'm going to come and coach here after my father. He's got a little gig out in New Mexico there. Patino's like 70. And now Ed Cooley's coming out of Providence. And again, is Georgetown better than Providence? Yeah, name brand, it's great. It's a great move. But Georgetown hasn't been good since Don Iverson's been there. When's the last time Georgetown's been good? Iverson, DeTumbo, Alonzo Mourning. Who else was out there? When's the last time Georgetown was really good? I can't remember. Well, sports in the house. What do you say? Sending condolences. Appreciate it, Nick. Thank you. Thanks for covering me yesterday. Couldn't do the free picks yesterday. It's a long day. I didn't get any sleep on Tuesday so by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock last night I was tired. I had to get some rest. Michael, I think we're on the Zags in this game. UCLA misses their big man. That's the thing. The injuries for UCLA hurts. And I got them. But the line, look at the line here. It's 2. It tells you it doesn't really make a difference. Are you telling me that Gonzaga? I seen Gonzaga drop 90 all over the place. I saw them play good team. Go back to the beginning schedule. They played real top 10 team competition. How is this line this number? Like, I think they're begging to take the Zags with UCLA down a man. Down 2 guys, right? Is the guard playing? Didn't the guard get hurt too as well? Moneyline Markel. Magic Moneyline. There you go. The Magic. We like the Magic. All right, Nick's coming on Flames. I like that. Good. Thank you for being on my side on the ice today with a little Calgary minus the 140. And I'm not one coming out laying 140s often. So obviously I like it. Gonzaga's going to realize UCLA is in Grand Canyon. Oh, Bill's coming in with some UCLA. I like UCLA. And the line tells me UCLA today because if they're favored being down guys, what would this line be if they were fully healthy? Would they be a 6, 7-point fave, 8-point fave? Starting B-ball today, Minnesota run line plus 130 over 8.5. I didn't really look at much MLB today. Just as it's winding down, I think this is a spot where you can maybe find some value because you could follow a beat writer and find out if Nestor Cortez on the hill for the Yanks today. Is he going to go 6 innings? Are going to try to work him a little bit off the injury? Is he going to throw more than 2 innings here? They're a dog to Steven Matz. I don't want to bet Steven Matz. I don't want to bet the Cardinals. But what am I getting out of the Yanks today? How many innings? Is he going 4? Regardless, will they let him get hammered today in 4 innings because they just want him throwing and getting his arm strength back? Or are they going to pull him? The Met line, 130 to 170. I don't have a pitcher right here in front of me for the Braves. But good luck here. We got Minnesota, Tyler Mahle versus Kikuchi. I don't hate it. Here you go. Run line it up. It was 110 to a 145. Go for it. And Kikuchi, we don't like it. We don't like him during the regular season, man, so I don't mind. David White, I like K-State and Connecticut. Under. Oh, hold on a second. It's not under. It's just UConn. All right. So K-State, sure. We can go either way there. I understand. UConn, yes. And Tennessee. Give me the under in Tennessee. David, the Earls have all the locks. They are. It's the lock crew. Not right. I appreciate prayers, buddy. Thanks. Yeah, it'll be tough for mom. She's a trooper. But, married for 50-something years, Is that 50? May be, I think, 55 years. Got married in May 69. Michael, Kentucky dominated every aspect of the K-State game. Rebounding, second chance points, turnovers. Yeah. Got hot from 3 at the end. Exactly. They made their shots at the end. Kentucky was just dumbfounded. Terrible. David, UConn, love it. I like it too. Michigan State under. Yes. Zags game under. I lean under there. Yes. And God bless my mom, brother. Appreciate it. I appreciate your thoughts there. Yeah, I throw it out there. I know some people are like, what the heck is this guy's coming in here and saying stuff like this? But some people ask, where you been? What happened? I've mentioned it before. It is what it is. It's life. Just pulled up. Arkansas spread for Justin. I like UConn. Here we go. UConn. First one in the chat. UConn. Even though they're the second game tonight. They are first up. The first ones I thought of. All right. Watch it from the start. Thoughts, prayers. I appreciate it, Justin. Thank you. At least one of these games today will go like nobody anticipated. That's for sure. But you look at the numbers. You got basically 2 pick'ems in K-State, Michigan State, and UCLA Gonzaga. So there it's flip a coin time. You got Arkansas and UConn, which people are going to be all over UConn. They've looked really good at times this year in Arkansas. I mentioned earlier, who's that big dog like Arkansas? Where they have some bad losses and not as consistent. So would that be – and of all these, I think the shocker to me would be Arkansas with a win. Because the FAU Owls, that won't be a crazy shock to me because I've seen Tennessee kind of struggle and play kind of tight games. And FAU plays defense. They're a defensive first team, believe it or not. They play defense. So that won't be a shocker, even though they're a lower seed or higher seed, however you want to word it. They're a 9. That won't totally shock me. No. The shocker to me is the Arkansas. Condolences. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Kevin, when does the site go place MLB packages so I get a discount? Go Mets, I guess. Yeah, um, I guess I could probably this weekend since it starts on Thursday, Kev. I'm guessing. A lot of people. I've always said I want to put them up early, way ahead of time, and I throw out a super discount on them, like $300, $400 for 8 months. But I don't know. Craig don't put them up that early. I'll ask today. I mean, it's almost the weekend. It's Thursday. It's a week away. They should start popping up. How about the Yanks? They probably same results. Playoff round. Yeah, the Yankees. Listen, take the under. You already got Montes, Rondon hurt. Uh, Cole, as good as he is, the guy's like 15-9. Whatever. I'm not Cortez. We're high on Cortez. Like what? Sevy. If Sevy's healthy, like we've seen him pitch excellent, but just give me the under. I still don't love the lineup, and this is as a Yankee guy. I know I'm down outside Houston. I go to see my Sugarland guys, all these young cats for Astros. They got a lot of young talent. I'm happy to be around the team that wins, but the Yankees to me, I like Peraza. We got a Peraza Rookie of the Year future. Is Volpe going to get some at bats? What are we doing here? If the young guys come on, are they the real deal? I'm worried about the pitching. Give me the under. Under for the season. Michael, have a good one. Thinks it's time to. Yeah, it does. Appreciate you popping in, Michael. Audi King. Whoa. What happened to the Audi King? What do you think about the over K-State game? Nah, I would lean under there with that. I mean, I got K-State, although have scored. They put up points this year. Why do I think Izzo will do whatever he's going to throw out here, and this game's going to be played into the 60s? I think first one to 70 wins. So I think it's going to be low scoring. So I would lean under. It'll be close probably. I could be like a 70-66 type game. I think it'll be something along those lines. Again, didn't bet the under. Would lean that way. I think it actually went up. What's the total for that? Because it was 137.5. 137.5 is what I got on an opening number on them. Eric, appreciate it, buddy. Everyone is saying Trout is a bum after the game versus Japan. I would take him on my squad. The problem with Trout, and I joke like, oh, Trout's the MVP. He's on MVP of a team that's 500 all the time. Here's where he's going to get his flack. Is now he's going up against another big all-star kind of guy in a big spot. He failed. Because we don't get to see him in the playoffs. We don't get to see him pull a Bryce Harper and hit a home run or a Trey Turner home run or insert any guy who had a big hit in the playoffs. We've not seen that from Trout. Yeah, he puts up great numbers. I know Bonds put up great numbers. He got to the postseason and didn't really do much. He had So I think the knock is, well, he can't do it in the clutch. Yeah, regular season, you're driving 130 runs. So what? You're 500. Where's the playoffs? Do it in the playoffs. We've seen guys excel in the playoffs. And I'm not talking, I know now we have extended playoffs and guys have more hits and homers than guys in the 80s and the 90s and stuff like, or 80s and 70s. Even the 90s, they had the extra round. You get extra games and stuff. You could pad some kind of stats. But this guy, here's a chance to prove it. I don't even know how he did in the World Baseball Classic. Can we find World Baseball Classic stats? How did he hit in the playoffs? And speaking of, I saw that they were saying, oh, Alonso's not in the lineup for the Mets, and neither was who's that? Jeff McNeil. You don't think that freaking Cohen's like, don't you put a guy on that field? And that's not happening. And I mean, listen, Goldschmidt and Tim Anderson aren't two slouches either. That's a little side note to that. Jack Hezekam in the finals as freshman for UCLA. I know Timmy has been there. Timmy, yeah, he's not a good free throw shooter. And yeah, they were there. What was that, 2 years ago? UCLA is a good team. They're a top 5 team. I think for Kempon, probably better than that. They're a really good team. Now, would I like them at full strength a lot more? Yeah. I like them here. Why? They're favored, and they're down another guy. Marcos, sorry for your loss. I appreciate it, Marcos. Sylvester, the same. It's hey, thank you. Miz, I think 2 games go over and 2 games go under. Which ones? Hey, listen. If the Tennessee game goes under or goes over, that's going to hurt because as much as we're having a little losing season, I have hit on a higher rate of some of the games I like more. So I've offset some of these losses with bigger wins. That's one I don't see going over. The UCLA game, I do like to go under as well. Marco says Michigan State's still 137. I do like the under there, but again, for me, no thanks on the under. And I like, you go either way. I like kind of both. I can make arguments for both sides here with K-State, Michigan State, especially when the line opened at like a pick 'em and then went to a 2 and then back to a 1. K-State was a +1.5 at an opener, and then it was at a pick 'em. So, hey, listen, I'm getting 1.5, 2 K-State. Good. I'm getting a pick 'em with Michigan State. Nice. I can I can work with that as well. It's listen, it's a good 3-7 game. The line tells you it is. K-State was a fave. They went to a pick 'em. They went to a 1-point dog. It's all over the place. It's going to be a good game. We'll go down the line to UCLA. It's a 1.5, 2. It's a team missing a guy versus another team's played pretty good ball. Played pretty good ball in Gonzaga. How can you really come in and talk bad about Gonzaga? I said the other day, their worst loss was, I think they had a 1-point loss at home against Marymount, which is kind of like, wow, that's a crazy one to lose, just a random loss. Because we see a lot of teams lose, and they more lose on the road than at home in spots. But I've seen other teams lose, so that I don't mind that. I'll say, all right, they had a loss. Okay. On the season, their losses are to Texas. You're losing on the road in overtime to St. Mary's. That's not really a bad loss. Look at all these teams have a couple losses. You're like, they're 30-5. UCLA's 31-5. It's that as much. That's going to be, I think, the Arkansas game. Well, who am I kidding? All these games are going to be good to watch. We got good matchups here, right? You want to see Izzo in this game versus K-State, and they can keep winning. You got Arkansas, who's, I think, the surprise team here. Even though Florida Atlantic is a 9 seed, I think my shocker pick to be here is the Arkansas team. FAU and Tennessee should be a good one. Everybody's going to be cheering FAU. It's like, here comes the dog again, right? And then you have the Gonzaga UCLA, a 2-3 matchup with two. Listen, Gonzaga might be considered like a small mid-major. Dude, they're a blue blood kind of team right now for the last 10, 15 years. 15 years? Come on. Be a fun night of basketball. Eric, Trout hit 1 home run in the World Baseball Classic. Yeah, give me an average of at bats and that kind of stuff. Bet these games small, going to enjoy. There you go, Miz. You should be betting them small. These aren't lottery tickets you're hitting to, buy a Maybach. What are you doing? You should be betting small. And I'm not saying it's not fun, because I say that. Are we having fun or are we making money? But people like to have fun and do these crazy same game parlays and nonsense and let's go race to 15 the first buckets. No. One, it's work. You want to win money. If you have a couple laughs with your friends while you're out having some wings, yes. You like the Zags today, is what you're saying. I'm torn on this one, Marcos. No, because I kind of like UCLA. I got a UCLA future. I'm shocked the line is what it is with them being down a man. What is it? I don't understand. 296. All right. You know what? I'll give them props for that average. 296, 7 ribbies, 4 runs. Who beat UCLA? On the season, who beat UCLA? Let's pull it up. I think they lost to Arizona one game. USC got them. That they lost back-to-back. At Arizona, 58-52, and then the next game was at USC, they lost 77-64. Which I guess that kind of makes a little sense. They beat Arizona State, lost to Arizona, and then lost to SC on the road. So that was whatever. Those are their losses. And back at the beginning of the year, Illinois on a neutral, Baylor on a neutral. So not terrible. They beat Kentucky on a neutral. They beat Maryland. They beat Oregon. Who else here? Norfolk State. I mean, it's Long Beach. That's that. They had a little hiccup at the end of January. Lost 2 in a row. 3 straight road games. They lost the last 2. The Arizona one, 58-52. It's tough. You come out of that battle. That's a good spot for USC to grab. I think we had USC in that game too, by the way, as a home doggy. So, I'm not really dismissing any of those. You lost to Illinois on a neutral. You lost to Baylor on a neutral. And you lost to a rival on the road after a tough game that played barely to 100 in Arizona. So, not hating the losses. 8 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, 7 games. So, not terrible, I guess. Miz, I think the SC game will be close to the total. Under looks too easy. I know it looks too easy, but it's definitely come down from the 131 opener. 12 Ks, 5 walks. Well, today is baseball. Striking out's cool. So there's that. Again, we'll wrap up the show here. UConn -4 for me. San Diego State +7. Texas -4. Princeton +10. Tennessee under 131.5. Miami plus the 7. That's funny. The games I got here, they're basically for the Friday matchup. I didn't really add much for today's. It is what it is. It happens. I got UConn there. I guess I could lean a little UCLA under. I think I'm going to bet the UCLA under right now after the show. All right. Midnight Money will return tonight. We'll do a late show. We'll come in for a few minutes, right? Late shows, only about 15 minutes. And going forward to the weekend and next week, we're going to have, I guess we'll talk some more baseball. And fast little quick alert and a warning there. The odds are going to be for when we did the show a month ago. Because that's what I bet them at. If they've moved, we'll talk about it. People bring it up like, hey, that's not the total anymore. But again, baseball on Thursday. Wonderful. Again, everybody, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate those reached out, said hello. We'll be back tonight. Thanks for watching.